Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm showing you guys our GPU farm. Has been launched about a week ago, and today's gonna be the first video I'm showing you guys around the farm. It was turned off for about 6 months. Not a whole Bitcoin crash. Ethereum went to proof of stake, and because of that, we turned off some of our farms. But this farm has come back online. I'm be showing you guys around. So if you think that's interesting, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, go to cryptollc.org if you want to build an ASIC or GPU mining farm. This is one of the farms we have for one of our clients. We can either go open air or with the octominers for GPU, or if you want to build ASIC farm, go to cryptollc.org. And before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. Alright, so today's video I'm just going to be showing you guys around our farm. Again, our farm was off for about like 6 months, somewhere around there. And it was turned off because it wasn't profitable. Now as Bitcoin came up from like 18 to 30, and it was kind of like stabilizing, the hash rate was dropping for a lot of the altcoins. Because as everyone left Ethereum, they all had to go somewhere, so the hash rate just jumped up extremely high on a lot of the altcoins, such as conflux, Ravencoin, and so on. And so it made it very unprofitable. But now, hash rate has come down on a lot of those coins over time, and Bitcoin's at 30K, so now it's profitable, so we're turning everything back on. Most of our farm is composed of 3080s. We do have some 3090s and some 3080 Ti's, but basically everything is, or about like 95% of all the cards are 3080s. Like I said, this farm here is a open air farm, meaning that we are not using octominers for this setup here. This is open air. There's some pluses and minuses to open air. Obviously, one of them is that not every card is great for octominer. Some of them overheat inside of an octominer, but when you have open air such as this, it's actually better in terms of cooling. Now, if you get the correct cards and you get octominer, then that's not a problem. But if you don't get the correct cards, it's going to create issues. It's actually better to have open air on some setups. Best cards are these 3080 gigabyte cards. 3-fan. It's a gaming 3080. Well, out of the 3000 series, 3080 gigabyte 3-fan is the best one. So we run a lot of these gigabyte 3-fans. Also have some turbo cards as well as zotacs. We're running Q270 motherboards. Let's see if I can get a zoom in on that. Yeah, you can't really see, but it's a Q270 Pro BTC Plus from AS Rock. Using that one with EVGA 1600 and a Delta 2400 with PCB X adapter V11. So that's how we're running our cards here. We run about 12 cards a rig. Some rigs are running more than that. They're running actually 14, like this one up here. See, it's got 2 gigabytes, another gigabyte turbo. So these are 3 gigabyte turbos. Then it's got, I think it's 9 plus 2, 11 gigabyte 3-fan gaming cards. But this setup here, you can see it's actually running 3 1600 EVGA PSUs. It's got 1, 2, and 3. It's got a different motherboard. It's got the B250. So it just depends on what we have set up. Let me go over to this row. So this row is a little bit different. I don't know why I'm coughing. This row is a little bit different because we have to blow the turbo cards towards the exhaust. You can see these turbo cards here. They're blowing towards the exhaust, which is right there. There it is. That's the exhaust over there. So I have to point the turbo cards that way. And turbo cards only spit out their air one way. So I had to place these rigs that way. But these ones over here, they don't care. They just got 3 fans spinning. They don't really care which way they're dumping the heat, like these EVGA. For the Win 3 cards. They don't really care. Let me go on this side here. As I was saying, turbo cards. See how they're all blowing towards the exhaust, which is right on the other side here. And then those cars are actually the opposite, since they don't really care. So yeah, this farm is not fully completed yet in terms of optimizing it. So we have a fan here, a fan over here. Once we optimize the airflow, we'll be able to get rid of some of these fans. Oh man. Maybe it's the wind in here making me cough. Or springtime pollen or something like that. But yeah, here's our plugs. Each one is 20 amps, and it goes into a 4-way outlet. That allows us to plug in 3 plugs, because that's what you would need for a B250. But yeah, so that's pretty much our farm here. Again, farm's not complete. Once we have it optimized with the airflow and everything, we can get rid of this fan, get rid of this fan, and you know, make sure everything's circulating correctly. Get rid of some of these things over here, and it should be working better. Let me show you the intake. So here's the intake. We got 2 fans for intake. It's a filtered intake, and it's also pressurized. You see how this tarp is suctioning in there? And we're pressurizing the air. We're forcing the air to just fly in here, you know, and get rid of the heat. We're creating air pressure inside of this mining facility here. So that should help with keeping the cards cool, and I can feel it too. I can feel the whole cold air just pushing in here, pushing that hot air out. And when I go to hiveos, I see all the rigs, they're all working great. Have good temperatures on the VRAM, good temps on the core, everything is great. So yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more videos from this farm. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys are interested in. I create more videos on that topic. You know, we got various cars like these EVGA black 3080s, 2 fan. And show you guys around the farm, and so make sure you guys leave some questions. I'll be able to answer them in the next couple of videos. That's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys like it. Till next time, bye.